Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today is going to be a 37-week pregnancy update. So baby Sparkle is the size of a melon now, I believe, which is very large indeed. I haven't done an update since, I think the last one was 34 weeks, wasn't it? So there's been quite a lot going on, so I'll fill you in on the last sort of, well, 2 weeks really. I have got a little bit of a cold at the moment. Don't worry, I haven't got coronavirus, I've just got a little bit of a cold. So yeah, just excuse the coughing that might occur. But I'm really warm and kind of, you know, when you've freshly washed hair and you just feel a bit all over the place. So I had a this is not going to work if I keep doing this, is it? Right, let's try and knock off. I had a doctor's appointment a couple of weeks ago. It was just a routine measure with the midwife, and they measured me, and then I had to go and have a growth scan, and it was really stressful and really scary. I think more so because the whole way through I've kind of not had any problems and everything's just been like, yeah, great, fine kind of thing. That it was a shock kind of thing. But she thought I was measuring really small, and that she hadn't grown very much since the last time she'd measured, so we went to have a growth scan. The whole day ended up just being a really stressful day. I wasn't too worried in that I think she will be quite a small baby. Both of us were quite smallish babies, so I'm pretty sure that the chances of me having like a 10-pounder are slim to none. So I think it was more to do with that, but they just wanted to check anyway. So they did check and they said everything seemed okay, she seemed fine, and they just were going to keep an eye on it a little bit, but that happened, so that was a bit stressful. So since then I have been trying to make a conscious effort to eat a little bit more and just maybe put like a little bit of weight on, because I had gained just over a stone, which is perfectly fine, but I just thought, you know, just to kind of try and fatten her up a little bit maybe. So I'd been making a bit more of a concerted effort to not forget to eat, which I have done occasionally, not on purpose at all. It's just if I'm very busy at work, that happens sometimes. And then also what was happening was, I know I spoke in my last update about getting really bad heartburn, and it slightly subsided now, and I think it's because she's dropped quite a lot. But what was happening was I was having to sort of not eat anything for maybe 3 to 4 hours before going to bed, which sometimes meant that like I didn't get to have anything at all if I'd come home late or anything like that, because it was making my heartburn a lot worse. So that that's kind of what happened with that. Like I said, the heartburn has slightly gotten better. I'm sleeping a little bit better. One thing I am doing at the moment, which is driving Paul insane, is apparently I talk loads in my sleep, and I don't usually do this, so it is definitely like a pregnancy related thing. But he said like I just make loads of noise in my sleep, and that it's really distracting. So that's kind of a funny one. I don't hear it obviously because I'm asleep, kind of, but he does, and he said it's really strange. So that I've got the baby's hospital bag all packed. I haven't finished packing mine yet. I'm having a bit of a nightmare with mine, to be honest. I'm having a bit of a kind of like I hate how I look sort of little phase at the moment, which, to be honest, I'm surprised it's taken this long for this to manifest itself, because I'd done really well the rest of the time, but now I kind of feel a bit yucky. I feel really big. It's not just like a bump big, I feel like my face looks really round, and like my chin, and just a bit pudgy and not nice. I I'm having problems like finding maternity bras that I feel nice in and that I don't feel like my boobs just look really saggy and horrible. And I mean, we're like so far in the game now, you know, like it's normal to feel like this, I'm sure. But I just feel a bit gross and a bit unattractive and just a bit ugh. And I felt fairly attractive kind of for most of my pregnancy-ish. But yeah, it kind of, I don't know, I'm not feeling it at the moment. I've got loads of stretch marks on my tummy and I know that they're not going to go away, and I'm kind of just stuff like that, to be honest. But yes, I'm trying to sort my hospital bag out, and it's more so things like finding pyjamas that I like and that kind of thing that I want to take with me and that I feel comfortable in and that are not really horrible. And I just still want to feel nice. It's important to me. I know it's not important to everybody, but it is important to me. It makes me feel like me. So yeah, that's it really. That's my kind of 37-week update. The nursery is pretty much ready. I've got a few more little things to buy, but like that's it. We've got the pram, we've got the car seat, we've got the snooze poddy thing, we've got Moses basket downstairs, pretty much good to go. It's that kind of wait and see game now, which is quite nerve-wracking. And being like, you know, we'll see her soon, she'll be here and we'll be three, there'll be 3 of us, we'll be a family. It's mind-boggling, because I don't know, I just like, it doesn't feel quite real yet. I don't think until she's here you'll be like, oh, I have a child. It's just so bizarre. But yeah, other than that, nothing else to report really. People said sort of like any swelling or anything like that. Nothing like that. My due date is the 31st of March, so not too far off. We'll see. I've got a feeling it'll be around her due date or after. I don't feel like she's in a rush personally, for some reason. I don't know why, it's just a feeling. I'll show you Bump quickly. I'm wearing like a really cozy oversized jumper today because it is absolutely horrendous outside. It's like properly like torrential rain. So, sorry, let me back up a little bit. There we go. Okay. So, 37-week Bump looks a little something like that. You can definitely see, I think, in recent weeks that she's dropped a little bit. It's a much lower down kind of bump than it had been. And it's quite funny because if I like sit up or I'm watching telly and stuff, I can sort of feel like her legs are up here somewhere, and it just, I can feel like weird wriggliness. It's quite funny. But yeah, that's Bump at 37 weeks. It's mad, isn't it, to be like, this soon is going to be a human being. It's just insane. So yeah, get my jumper back down, get down and sit down, because sitting is always my preferred thing at the moment. I find it so much more comfy to sit down rather than to lie down as well. But I hope you enjoyed this update nonetheless, and I will see you all in my next one if I don't go into labour, which fingers crossed I don't for a little bit longer. I'd like her to cook for a bit more. But yeah.